Hello guys, welcome back. Now today, I want to talk about Connor McDavid and the potential case that you can make for him winning the Hart Trophy this season. And just give some context, he isn't my Hart finalist, at least for my voting, so far, but I'd say he is in my top 5, and I can definitely see the case for people wanting him and having him as the Hart favorite. Now, of course, on the NHL site, it has a definition of what the Hart Trophy represents and why it should be awarded, and it says the Hart Trophy Memorial Trophy is an annual award given to the player judged to be the most valuable to his team. And if you just go by that and go just basically off of those words, it is Connor McDavid because he is the most valuable to a player to a team in the NHL. Without the Connor McDavid, really the Oilers would be nothing right now. But of course, it's all about how you interpret it. And really, there's a lot of ways that people do it. You know, maybe you kind of want more of a player that is on a more of a playoff team, more competitive team, and that's a lot of the reasons to backlash on Connor McDavid. His team isn't in the playoffs and in that hunt. And while I do think that is it's a decent argument, it's not a great one. You know, Connor McDavid is doing fantastic, and let's say he was on the Tampa Bay Lightning, he would be having just an unbelievable year. And since he's on the Oilers, he doesn't have the teammates that he would necessarily need to even be just an MVP, and I think he's already playing at an MVP level. It's just that his teammates aren't as good as they should be. But again, if you go to the other side of who is the most valuable player to a team in the NHL, it would be Connor McDavid, and I really don't think there's any argument to that. And McDavid has the same amount of points as McKinnon and Malkin, so it's not too far off of a thing to say, you know, he's top 3, and I wouldn't even judge you if you said that he was your Hart finalist, just because I don't weigh in too much on the on a team being on a playoff spot and a playoff race. You know, and it's an MVP, but you know your team doesn't have to be in the playoffs for you to be an MVP. McDavid has played fantastic. He's not one of my finalists, but I'd say that he's close to that. He's had a fantastic season with not great teammates. Even though his team is out of the playoffs, the Oilers have just crumbled around him, and it's not McDavid's fault in my eyes at all. And to go back to the title, I do think that he deserves to be in consideration for at least the teammates that he has to deal with. I mean, he played with Ty Ratty a couple of days ago, and for that, at least, it's pretty disappointing. You know, he's playing fantastic on the teammates that he has, and with that, I think he does deserve to be in consideration. 89 points, tied with McKinnon and Malkin. Malkin has just the Penguins around him. All I have to say is that he has the Penguins. McKinnon, he plays with Rantanen and Landeskog. You know, that's two fantastic players, and McDavid played with those two players, he would be much better, even a lot better than he is right now. So I think that McDavid, if he had better teammates, would still play great and play a lot better as well, but he's still playing fantastic with the teammates that he has, and I think that's impressive nonetheless. And all he's done, I just have to give him credit for that. And it's not out of the question that he'll get 100 points this season. He is close, of course, at 90 or 89. It's pretty close to get there. I think he has like around 10 games left, at least the Edmonton Oilers do. He could definitely get there, and I could see him getting 100 points. That would be fantastic. Have another 100-point season in his young career, that would be fantastic to see. Of course, there's going to be other players that probably get 100 points, but for him, I think that makes him at least a top 3 finalist in my opinion. And just whenever you'd see the Edmonton Oilers, just McDavid himself just seemed like a legion above what the rest of the team is like. It seems like McDavid is just on a whole nother level that the team just can't even catch up on. And that's also the case with a lot of defenses in the NHL. They just can't keep up with him. Now, I'm not going to rag about McDavid as a player, but I think he does deserve to be in the Hart consideration. Again, not to win the thing, but I think that even if his team at least is not in the playoffs, I don't think that he should be penalized for his team being that bad. He is not the problem whatsoever. If anything, they would be a lot worse, maybe even last in the league if he wasn't there. And I do think it's simple. If you do want a team and a player that is in the playoff race, you're not going to have McDavid too high in your Hart considerations. But if you don't really care about that too much, you're going to have him up a lot higher than you would if you cared about if they was in the playoff race. And really, I think that if McDavid just had a little bit of a better team, it would definitely help in this Hart just voting overall. And I really don't think it's his fault at all that the team is where it is. And I don't think that he should really get penalized for that. I think that McDavid should get full credit for how he's played this season. But with that's going on, guys, like, subscribe, and not ring that bell. Tell me down below what you think, if he should be considered in the Hart consideration or not, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.